Hey Virgo, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from January 14th through the 16th, 2023. This is for Virgo here. Last shuffle coming up here. Did I say fur? I said fur, Virgo. Okay. Great achievement and optimism. Woo. Okay. The great achievement with optimism is I think that this is something big, monumental, that for a long time, it may have been very difficult for you to see your life from an optimistic lens. You may have been looking at all the things that are like jacked up and how you got to keep going here. I got to keep doing this. When am I going to see results? When am I going to see anything good? And so this is a call to you to change your viewpoint, because listen, all that work that you put in, I'm seeing a Virgo who is a powerhouse. You're very abundant. You're very intelligent. You're very wise. Literally, you're like the total package. This is someone who's a total package here. And they don't think so. They've been thinking very, very grimly about their path and where they're headed. Where am I freaking headed in my life? Right? But this shows with optimism that you got to be really, really optimistic about where you're headed, because no matter what, you're going to be crowned with success. It doesn't seem like it, but you will be. The chariot is heading towards success, period. And happiness. You're going to be happy one day. It just seems like a fantasy. It does. It seems like a fantasy with this energy here. A great achievement is like the truth is in the past. You have put in 110%. The achievement is being able to see that about yourself, that you killed it. Like you've been killing it. You've been working your butt off. You've probably been the head of a household, a matriarch, patriarch, a parent, a stellar parent in so many ways. You have put a lot of work into being who you are. You have gone, that's the truth. This Ace of Swords is speaking of, this is truth. You need to have clarity about who you really are and what you bring to the table. You are the table, right? That's what this says. Now you have optimism here with Chariot and Ten of Cups. You're headed towards your truest happiness, but you may feel like this is something that's few and far between, never going to happen, right? How am I going to be happy in this, right? But this is a consciousness that you have to adopt in order to make it to the finish line, because you won't even recognize it's your stop if you're not optimistic about it, right? If you're thinking about negativity and thinking about how this is just a fantasy, it's never going to happen. When it finally comes, you're not even going to recognize it. You won't even know that it's happening, But they're saying you're gonna make it there no matter what, right? But isn't it exciting to see it in the horizon? So they're telling you be optimistic, And then you have consciousness here with present power, the Fool, and Knight of Wands. Now the present power right now is that you could do whatever the heck you really want to do. To be honest with you, you are enlightened enough to see that you could take advantage of opportunities. You can actually move and do whatever it is you actually want to do. You don't have to wait. Virgo, you're one of these people. I'm speaking to a Virgo who's got their stuff together. They're either very, very highly educated. They're either very resourceful. They're very charming. This is someone who has been this way for a long time. They also may have a lot of support. Like you've scratched someone's back, they're scratching yours now. You may be one of those people that have done favors for people and now they owe you favors. You can hop on certain opportunities at this point, and you know this. Present power means at this very moment, I could drop everything and go and do here, and I'll be fine, right? I don't have to wait. There's somebody I'm seeing here that you've really got it, but it's hard for you to see that. You may not be looking at these as opportunities. You may be like, I don't want a handout. Ascendant Masters here with 8 of Wands and 7 of Wands. Your wisdom has shown you that you get your greatest successes come from you standing on your square when you make a move. Like whatever your first mind tells you, you have to stand on that. And I'm going to tell you something. I know, like I've said this many times, I've got at least 4 Virgos in my life that I know really well. And if they blurt something out, which a lot of them do, one of my aunts is a Virgo. Well, many of them are, but one of them She is a self-proclaimed, she has ADHD. She just tells herself, I have it because I just can't, or I feel like I have Tourette's because I'll just blurt something out. And she won't even think. She'll just speak. And half the time, no, more than half, I'd say 90% of the time, whatever she blurts out is accurate as crap. And she didn't think it through. She just said it. Both of mine. And so a lot of people get very annoyed because they're like, oh my gosh, will you stop trying to predict my life, or you're analyzing me. And I'm one person who really doesn't like to be analyzed very much. I don't analyze other people. I take in what I see and then, keep it to myself unless you ask me, or unless I feel very prompted to tell you, and I trust my promptings myself. But this right here is someone who's saying, my wisdom has shown me that if I feel something right away and I act on it and I stand on it, I have success, right? Because you are one of these people who has a real serious gift. You are the Empress energy. Whoever I'm speaking to, a Virgo who has Empress energy in them. If you feel a prompting right now and you act on it, you will see success almost immediately. But you may feel in this instance that you have been through a battle, and you may feel like you can't go on, and Spirit is telling you that you can't give up now. You are so close to success, it's not even funny. So the great achievement definitely is, you need to see yourself for the goddess or god that you are, like kind of energy. You are this person, you are a divine being, that all the things that you've gone through has contributed to that fact, and that you've been this way for however long. And you got to see that within yourself. Optimism here, like you need to be optimistic about where you're going to be. You're headed for happiness. You're headed for that fulfillment. You're headed for that fairy tale. And you just don't see it yet. What is that song? Danny Goki? You just haven't seen it yet? Ooh, this playing in my head so hard right now. Oh gosh, wow. Okay, so look, yeah, that's your story, really, right here, right? Or I'm speaking to maybe one Virgo, that's your story. All right, so you have here, you could be dealing with an Aries, you could be dealing with a Cancer, or a Taurus or Libra here. We also have a Leo, Leo or Sagittarius. So you could be a Leo Virgo cusp in this energy. You could be an Aries Taurus cusp. Cancer Leo cusp is even here. You don't have to be dealing with these signs. These signs could be in your chart. All right. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.